that mass transit stuff, that's a rough watch, especially if you're not a wrestling fan. You're like, what am I watching right now, you know?
Yeah, I was there for that one. That whole vibe was weird. Like I said on the last week's or the most recent episode of mine and the Meanie.
Yeah.
When that kid showed up to the building, I just thought he was part of the building security. He's wearing the blue shirt. He had a hat on, and then these dress slacks. He looked like a security guard. I didn't know who he was. And then the building supplies drinks and stuff, and he's going over and having some of our water, some of our soda. I was like, why is the security guard drinking our water? So then it turns out, I guess he's on the show, and the kid sat down next to Taz and lit up a cigarette, and Taz got hot, and I was like, oh my God, what's he doing? And then, the craziest part of that, those Massachusetts shows, Killer Kowalski always came out with his students. He trained the Eliminators, so he would come to the show, see the Eliminators, and he would bring guys from the Killer Kowalski Wrestling School. And for whatever reason, Killer didn't make it to this round of shows. And we have this kid who's lying about his age, he said he was trained by Killer Kowalski. If Killer Kowalski had been there, he could have just snuffed the kid out and said, yo, this kid's full of crap.
Yeah.
And not put him on a show. And we wouldn't be here talking about it over 20 years later.
Damn.
But it was an unfortunate situation, but you lie about your age, you lie about your experience, you ask somebody to cut you. Something I was trained with, Al Snow, is never let anybody else cut you, because your pain threshold, stuff like that. So I would never let anybody else do that to me, let alone, if you're going to have somebody to cut you, New Jack's the Da Vinci, you know what I'm saying? He's like the Da Vinci of blade jobs.
Jesus.
So, it was unfortunate on all parts, but especially, the guys who almost lost their jobs, because if, the company shut down, nobody would have had a place to work.